Hi guys.
Hey y'all.
How's it going? Let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. We're always unsure if we've got everything set just so. Super glad to be with you guys again. I'm glad to be able to interact with you guys on chat today, and we got a pretty fun lineup for you guys, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I am also those things. James says I, but he means we.
Well, I don't want to assume.
Well, okay.
It'd be rude to assume.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
Can you guys hear us and see us okay? I actually don't know what the delay is like today. We're going to try to get the delay down over the next couple weeks, but with the equipment we have, that's a little bit tough. We can hear and see both of you. Awesome. Yes, we can. It's James and that one guy.
Oh.
It's good to see y'all.
Good old guy puns.
Alana. So let's see. We got Mandy, Mac, Christy, Kaylee, Preston.
I saw
Jen.
Eric.
Jen is here.
Yep, Jen.
Jen's
Jen.
just off camera, actually. Did I already say Alana? Mandy, Rochelle, DJ?
I saw Eric up there a little bit
Eric was
earlier.
up there?
Eric Sutter. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Hey, it's really nice having you guys connect with us on chat. We miss you guys a lot. Is it okay that I said we there?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I approve.
We miss you guys a lot. We miss being able to spend time with you guys. And so it is really nice when we get to connect with you live like this. Jacob's here.
Awesome.
I like that he said his name because we didn't call him out.
Jacob.
I already said Preston, but Preston again. It's good to see you guys.
He deserves 2 shout-outs.
Damn, I know. Oh gosh, I know who this is.
I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Joshua.
That's what I thought. I was gonna say Joshua, and then I thought, no, he's JW or JW, which is a nightmare to try to say on live stream. I found out.
Yes.
I've been doing some game live streams, and Joshua has been faithfully attending and stuff like that, and that's been pretty fun. So it's been good to hang out with some of you guys over there. So, well, we are super glad to be here with you guys this evening. I know it's not very nice out, and so I'm glad that we could kind of hang out with you guys. Hopefully, you guys are like bundled up, like maybe in bed. Just like cozy
Some
as can
good
be.
blankets.
Yeah, maybe a hot cocoa. Who's got like a good warm beverage or like a cozy spot? One of those two things. Let us know in the comments. Hey, let's maybe go ahead and kick off a raffle right off the bat.
You know,
should we do that?
Yeah, we can do it.
Let's do that. It's not on our list to do just yet, and I'm gonna just cheat the system a little bit and do it a little early. I know I'm kind of a jerk, but it takes a little bit of time to get everybody into the raffle, and I want to make sure we can get that done.
So yeah, while he's doing that, let's just recap for the stuff that we had last week. So who in chat, and you could respond. Who was able to like check out the Devo, the playlist that we made for you? What was your experience like with those things? I know especially I made the Devo myself, so I know how challenging it was. If you did check that out, how was that for you? And for James, because I don't know if he checked it out or not, but it was to be quiet for 30 minutes straight for 3 days of this week. No cell phone.
That's tough.
No music.
That's tough.
Just quiet and listening to God.
How did you guys do on that? I'm actually really curious to hear about this. How you guys did. I was just making sure I had it set up for the wrong prize. I want to make sure we had the correct prize.
Good.
So.
Good. I'm glad we could fill some time there.
Someone is right next to the vent. That is a good place to be. When I was a kid, I would lay, the heater duct, the like thing that pushes the heat out. Yeah.
Yep.
I would lay with a blanket over that thing and just let it like fill up the blanket with heat.
Nice.
And guys, if you're ever cold, do that for like 5 minutes. I would fall asleep and I'd wake up in like a hot sweat, like just a nasty hot sweat.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah. It was really good.
TMI, James.
Nope.
TMI.
No, it's good. Eric has some nice tea. He's got a good beverage. Rochelle's got both going. Mandy just said me. I don't know to which thing. Let's see. DJ said Rebel. I'm not sure in reference to what, though. Kevin's checking in. Alana's got a cozy spot. Playlist is lit, Jen says.
I have hydration.
Yeah, I have. I also have hydration. I told Guy he could keep his on, but mine was kind of
mine's kind of classy looking. His is just a water bottle.
Mine lights up though, so
that
is something.
Well, maybe
That
I'll
is
get
something.
lights for mine.
Okay, yeah, please do. All right, I'm going to go ahead and launch our first giveaway here. And so if you guys don't yet know how to do this, the bot is going to tell you in just a second. It'll kick up, hopefully, if it's working, which, yeah, there it goes.
Boom.
You want to hit !raffle to join the raffle. And,
It
just
says
a-
Amazon, but I'm pretty sure that's a
I
lie.
changed that.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I changed
You're gonna
that.
get $5, but
I
you don't
changed
don't know where it's gonna be to. It's gonna be a surprise.
I am upset. I changed that.
It's okay.
It's
It is not.
It's
your
$5 to
fault.
Target. $5 to Target, not Amazon. I do apologize for the
Target.
lie.
Hi, Kevin. Good to see you.
So, while that's running, did you do all of the recap already?
Well, I talked about the Devo and the playlist.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was a few of you all as well that were able to check out our Jackbox games. And let's see, what else did we play?
Yeah. So we've run a couple different things. We tried a couple different things. So we did. I think we did two Minecraft nights. There's a Minecraft server. If you like Minecraft, you can go to minecraft.thrivepv.live. That's the server URL. So you can use that if you've got Minecraft on PC. Feel free to join. Oh, look, James Reynolds has returned.
Nice. Shadow James.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Ed Sheeran picture. I'm almost 100% sure that's an Ed Sheeran picture. So please, if you like Minecraft, you want to join in on that, definitely go there. And then we also, we just tried out yesterday Jackbox games. I was able to get the latency, which is how long it takes between when we talk and when you hear it. I was able to get that down to about 2 seconds, and so we were able to do some Jackbox games. It worked pretty good. I think it actually worked. There is a process if you want to play with us for Jackbox. In order to like kind of keep it clean and kind of hold everybody responsible for their answers a little bit. We have a short process. It does not take very long, and Jen was able to figure it out. And she herself said, if I can figure this out, the students definitely can figure this out. It's not very hard.
When you click on the page, it looks like it's a chore, but it's really not.
It's not. I just didn't take the time to format it nicely because I'm lazy or something. I don't know. So if you go to jackbox.thrivepv.live, and we can send a link at the very end. If you go there, you'll see the instructions for how to get approved as a player. And then as a player, you'll get the room code. It gets sent to like a group of people who have been approved, and you can play. And it was really fun. It was really fun to be able to do that.
It was a lot of fun.
And so I'm going to try to do that about. We're going to play games about 3 times a week live is the plan. And so one thing I would love to know first is what time of the day works best for you guys. I've been doing 7 p.m. as my regular thing because that's when this is. I'd love to know if there's a better time that you would like to, like, it'd be really nice if it was actually at 3 in the afternoon or whatever. So that's the first thing I'd like to know. The second thing I'd like to know is what games would you like to play? What games would you either like me to like join in on and we jump in on the same game, like a first person shooter or whatever, or what games should we put up on a server like Minecraft, or what games like Jackbox should we do? So I'd love to know what games you'd like to play.
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
Does everybody know what Jackbox games are?
That's a really
are
good
we
question.
just like, it's not like an old people thing. James and I are old, right?
Yeah, we are kind of old, but it is very popular. Right
It is.
It is actually. I heard it's the official game of the coronavirus. Is what I was told. So,
wow.
Because it's a game that you can play with people remotely, and that's a big deal. And so Jackbox it's a set of games. It's not one game. It's like a whole bunch of different games, and they're really fun. Some of them are like word games. Some of them are like trying to be funny games. Some of them are like deduction games, like tons of games. And you can basically go on the live stream and you watch the screen through the live stream, and then you play the game from your phone. All you need is a phone or a computer, and anything like that works. You sign in to their little website, and that's it. It's real easy to do. And so, Jen, we haven't launched the raffle yet. And so...
Oh, and yeah, if that sounded really complicated, it's not. They're all very approachable. If you're
Very
not,
fun.
Even if you're not into video games, you've never played a video game in your life, very straightforward, very easy to pick up, and you use your did you say use your mobile device?
Yeah, your
use
phone
your cell
or
phone,
your
your
computer,
tablet, or
whatever.
computer, whatever.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different types of games too. So it's really good fun. So we'd love to have you there. If you guys ever want to come out and just hang out and watch us play whatever games we're playing, whether it's Minecraft or whatever else, I set up a different, easier link. It's twitch.thrivetv.live because we use Twitch to do that. And so you don't have to sign up for an account or anything to just watch. So yeah, there you go. I'd love to know what time you guys would like those to be at, because that's one thing I don't know unless you guys tell me. So what time do you want it at, and what games would you like? So let's give away a gift card, shall we?
Yep.
All right. We're going to. Actually, no. We're supposed to wait to give away the $5 gift card.
Oh.
Okay. We'll wait. We'll wait. I'm gonna keep you on suspense a little bit here.
Wow.
I know. I'm a terrible person. So last thing before we kind of get started with our challenge that we posted on social media, is there anything that you would love that we were doing that we're not currently doing to take care of you guys? And so that could be anything from like, is there like a way you'd like for us to meet with you guys? Do you wish that we had like, I don't know, office hours, so to speak, that you could connect with us on video? You know, what is there anything that you would like that we're not currently doing? Think about that. If you think of anything at all throughout the rest of the night, we would love to hear about that, because we would love to know how we can best serve you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
We miss you, and we want to take care of you, and we love you. So
yeah, and yeah, even if you, let's see, I just forgot what I was going to say. Maybe
Cool.
I'll think of it later.
that's all right. Should we talk about our contest?
Yeah,
Our challenge?
so we posted on Instagram, for those of you that follow us on there, a TP challenge. We know with the coronavirus, like, everybody has some toilet paper.
Everybody.
Somebody has more than others. Some people, have more than others. But what we wanted you to do was do something interesting, creative with all the toilet paper that you have in your home. And so, I mean, for better or for worse, there was not a very huge response to that. We didn't get all, we got one submission.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they already know who they are, but can we put that up there, James?
We can definitely put
can
it
we
up
show
there. You guys ready for actually a really good submission too?
It's
like this,
excellent.
This might have won even if there had been competition, because it's pretty darn good. So you guys ready for this? Here it is. The Slinkmans have created TP Jail.
Yes. Complete
And-
with uniform, costume, the whole bit.
It's such a good submission, and I'll be honest, this like really resonates in my heart right now with how restricted we are with the what is the word, quarantine stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me feel this need to escape, and boy does this picture capture it. So I am super glad these guys did this picture. It is really good. Congratulations on your win.
Yeah.
We're doing a what is it, $15 Target?
Yeah.
$15 Target gift card.
So,
Congratulations.
Slinkmans, you will receive this Target gift card in the mail. Don't worry, we'll wipe it down with an alcohol wipe. It'll be
Guys breathing on it right
corona
now.
free.
Awesome. So great job, guys. Thanks for joining the contest. Next week we'll have another something up for you guys to do. Make sure you jump in on that. You guys have a chance to win some free gift card money.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want gift card money, right? And that's pretty good. It's a pretty good picture. There is a little bit of competition. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Nice job, guys. Well, we're gonna do something a little different this week. I think we may have mentioned it last week. I don't remember if we did. This week, instead of the teaching being done live right now, we actually pre-recorded our message, our teaching for the night. And so we're going to actually watch a video together that's going to set up our teaching, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss a little bit. And so I would love for you guys to sit back and enjoy this little intro that we recorded earlier this week. Well, hi students from Monday afternoon. We're filming this a little bit early to do something a little bit different so that we can sort of separate our content a little bit, and so we can watch how long it goes so that I don't talk too long. And so today what we're going to do is explore a little bit the beginning of the book of James. And so the book of James is what we're going to dive into for the foreseeable future. And we just thought it was an appropriate book because the book of James is written to a group of people who are being persecuted and are experiencing trials and tribulations. Now, obviously, we're not being persecuted, but we are experiencing some trials, right? We are experiencing some tough times with the coronavirus and the effects of the coronavirus. And so we just thought, hey, let's look at what is the biblical response to that. And so I wanted to start off by sort of presenting the problem a little bit and kind of giving you an idea of why we're even diving into this. And so I don't know about for you guys, but at least for me, for Jen, for Guy, we've been experiencing some real emotional ups and downs with the coronavirus stuff. We've been experiencing these waves of like feeling okay and then having a hard time with it. And it's been interesting to sort of see how that has even affected my faith. I've noticed that there is a certain amount of distancing that I'm doing with God, almost like I just don't want to go there because I know that God has a different thing in store for me than moping, than feeling sorry for myself. And so I don't know about for you guys, but for me at least, it's been a little bit challenging for me to want to spend time in the Bible, want to pray, want to be with God. I've been experiencing these kind of just these lows that have made me sort of go, maybe later. And so I thought that maybe we would just start off by asking the question, and I would love if you guys could respond in chat. How has your relationship with God been going over the last week or 2 weeks as the coronavirus stuff has really kicked up, as we've started to kind of get out of our normal routines? I don't know about you guys, but routines are kind of important for me, even if I don't like them. And so as I start to lose my normal routine and as I start to struggle emotionally a little bit and that kind of thing, I find myself sort of not being as consistent and not wanting as much to spend time with God. And really, we probably know that right now is the time we need him the most. And so in the chat below, would you just comment and would you let us know, how has it been going for you? Has it been hard for you to choose to spend time with God, or has that been really easy? Have you just been like, oh, I've got all this free time, now I can spend time with him? Or has it maybe pushed you to want to spend time with him because you're noticing all the things going wrong and all the things going sort of stressful around you, and you're like, ooh, I need some time with God? We'd love to hear from you, and in a little bit we'll come back and we'll dive into the Bible and see what the Bible has to say in James chapter 1. All right, so that is our first video. Like I said, we're kind of trying this out, but we wanted to kind of sort of separate the video from the goofy stuff to try to help with that. And so we would love to hear from you guys on the questions that I mentioned in that video. How has this been affecting you guys? The coronavirus, how has that been affecting your relationship with Jesus? Because like I mentioned, it's been an up and down for me for sure, and there's been times where I just am not feeling it. I don't want to spend time in my Bible, or I don't want to pray, and I'm just sort of curious how you guys are doing. And I'm noticing a lot of people are kind of going all over the board on this, and so some of you guys are saying a lot stronger. Ellie and Carly, I'm not sure if that's both of you guys or just one of you, because it was just one of you last week. So it says a lot stronger. Kevin Adams says up and down. It's Carly. I see that now. Alana, up and down. Oh, Elena. Hey, Elena. I don't think we said hi to you earlier. Welcome. The Devo was helpful. Eric, it's been much easier since I've had much more time on my hands. Yeah, that certainly is definitely helpful. Kaylee, up and down day to day. Kevin says, I feel deep down that God's giving me a wake-up call to get closer to him, that I'm invincible. DJ is agreeing with Kaylee. Christy, definitely need Jesus for having kids at home all day, every day, starting out prayer each morning. So I think one thing that I've noticed, and like I mentioned, this as we get into this second part of the video, you'll see that this particular topic and this particular passage really hit me and was very helpful for me to hear, because I think that my temptation is to pull back, right? My temptation is to pull away, and I think you guys can relate to that, right? In a lot of ways. some of you guys are saying, though, it's a lot easier for you to spend time with him, and I'm so glad to hear that. I'm glad that you don't fall in that category. I would much rather you fall in the category of it's easier. But yeah, I don't know. Guy, how's it been for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree with many people. It's been up and down. It's been kind of hard, you know. One thing that's like I'm kind of getting hit with is like a very low motivation to do like work, and not like work here. I don't even consider this work almost, but like I'm taking seminary classes, for example, and that's been kind of difficult to be like, okay, I'm going to learn about, you know, really deep theology stuff. Like I don't know. I'm not feeling that. But also kind of just general like worry, like, you know, reading Facebook comments and different articles that people are posting and hearing stuff in the news and everything else. And I've shared this with some other people too, but it's been like, you know, we're not really, at least I'm not really designed to be worrying about things that are far out. All right. I'm supposed to worry or have concerns just for today. And so when I've woken up every morning, or at least most mornings, you know, the Lord's Prayer has kind of came to my mind. If you're not familiar with that, I believe it's in Matthew. You can look it up. You could Google it. But there's this line in there is give us this day our daily bread. And for me, like how I've interpreted that, at least right now, is like, okay, Lord, I just need to worry about today. And give me the strength, give me the motivation and everything so I can get through this one day. And we'll take it just a day at a time, one by one. Let's do one at a time. Let's not worry about tomorrow. Let's not worry about next week, just today. And so that's kind of been my thing. And that sometimes that goes really well and I'm able to, you know, kind of take out a day really easy. Sometimes that's really hard and I need to keep on reminding myself of that. But that's where I've been at.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to do some giveaway. So I'm going to actually select a winner for a $5 Target gift card. I know it says Amazon. It's Target.
It's a lie.
Don't believe
Fake
it.
news.
And then right after that, we'll start the next giveaway, and then we'll play a quick game. So let's see who we got for a $5 giveaway winner. Skylar Templeton, who I didn't even know was in. That's exciting. Hi, Skylar. It's nice to see you. Skylar, you are the winner of a $5 Target gift card. And I'm going to just go ahead and immediately start our giveaway. Let me fix the Target thing.
It needs
Let
to say Target.
me fix that. I now understand what happened. I changed the title, but not the description.
Well.
Okay. It is now updated to say Target gift card, and I'm going to start the next one here. So you'll see the bot in just a second. Ask for raffling. What?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we got that going.
We'll take turns, maybe?
You know, yeah, let's
Okay.
do that. So what
Let's
we're
take
going to play is this game. It's called Government Gone Crazy, which maybe you kind of feel this day about what is our government doing. But it's a series of laws that different states have come up with, and what we want to determine is if it's fact or fiction. And so this very first one. In Miami, it's forbidden to imitate an animal. Is that true?
In Miami, it's forbidden to imitate an animal.
Fact or fiction?
I gotta say fiction. There's no way.
Well, at least when this game was written, it is a fact. You cannot imitate an animal if you are in Miami.
All right,
Florida.
keep that in mind. You go vacationing in Miami, you can get arrested.
Be careful.
Don't think that you're some kind of whale or something. You know, that's the worst statement I've made in a while.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. In Pennsylvania, Guy, is it illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator outside?
Wow, that is very specific. I kind of wonder if this is true, how that came to be. I'm gonna say false on that one. That is fiction.
The correct answer? Fact.
Wow.
It is fact. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Since the chat's a little delayed and I want to know what you guys are answering, add the number for the question before you say fact or fiction, so we know which question you're answering to. I'd love to know which one you're answering. All right, Guy.
All right. Question number 3. All right. California law requires all state residents to obtain hunting licenses before setting mouse traps. Fact or fiction?
We're talking about California now.
It is California.
Yeah, it's California, so I wouldn't be all that surprised. I'm gonna say fact on this one. Number 3, fact.
It is actually fiction. You can set mouse traps in California.
I am losing this game miserably.
Yeah. No, it's.
I mean, I guess we have neither of us have gotten one
we're
right.
we're both 0 for 1.
All right.
So
Remember, guys, tell us which number you're answering so we know.
DJ.
Okay,
Eric,
so they're saying
Rochelle,
fiction. Wow, okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Whatever. You guys are smarter than me. That's whatever. I'm not mad about it. In Tennessee, a law exists. This is number 4. Tennessee, a law exists which prohibits the sale of bologna sandwich meat on Sundays. You can't buy your bologna on Sundays in Tennessee. Fact or fiction? Number 4.
These are all strange, right?
Yeah, they're all strange.
I'm gonna say. I'll say fact with that.
Fact is the correct answer.
Yes!
That gives you 1 to nothing. 1 to nothing.
1 point for me. All right, number 5.
Jen, don't put the answer in before they answer.
I'm guessing with them.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, I see.
Number 5. Oregon law states that you can legally move a Douglas fir tree if you are married to it. Fact or fiction?
There's no way. There's no way, and that's what makes me think it's going to be a fact, because there's no way. There's no way they want you to... This is number 5, right? Number 5. I'm going to say for number 5, I'm going to say fact. You have to be married to that Douglas fir tree to move it.
You actually do not.
Oh my
No marriage to tree required.
Cannot predict this.
At least Douglas firs, if you want to move them.
All right.
All right, still got the lead.
All right. Number 6. In Virginia, chickens, not chicken nuggets.
Okay, you had a few people thinking it was fact right along with
Okay,
me.
I feel
so,
better. Okay. Number 6. In Virginia, chickens cannot lay eggs before 8 a.m. and must be done before 4 p.m. Chickens are outlawed. Chickens are outlawed from 4 p.m. to 8 a.m.
That cannot be a law. You can't put a law on chickens. Fiction.
Fact.
What?
Correct answer is fact.
How do they enforce that? Do they look at people's chickens?
I don't know. All right, let's go to 10.
Okay, number
7.
7. Okay. The city of Green Bay. Hey, look, this is a little more
local.
Okay. The city of Green Bay has outlawed Brett Favre jerseys from any other team than the Packers. Fact or fiction?
Oh, I can 100% believe this one. For sure, number 7, I'm going to say fact. For sure.
That is fiction.
Dang it! Come on, man. Okay, I want to see the chat. I'm really hoping the chat, as they catch up, is going to say that this one is fact also. That was very believable. All right. Number 8. All government buildings in Vermont must use at least 2-ply toilet paper.
Everybody else was thinking it was a fact on number 7 too.
Thank you. I feel much better.
I think I would have said fact as well, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're gonna have to read that for me again.
No, that's okay.
Missed it.
Number 8. All government buildings in Vermont must use at least 2-ply toilet paper.
2-ply toilet paper. Government buildings in
Vermont. They have to use minimally bougie toilet paper.
Okay, Vermont is kind of bougie. That's like where Bernie Sanders is from. I'm going to say fact on that one.
It's fiction. It's fiction. These could not be any harder.
These are really difficult.
This is a very well-written quiz.
Okay, I'm thinking, let's see.
You've got 1 on me.
Okay, let's do 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more. That'd be 10.
Okay.
10. Yeah.
All right, number 9.
Number 9.
Alaska law says that you cannot look at a moose from an airplane. Fact or fiction?
Okay, I may know the real answer to this. So in Alaska, they have a real problem with hunters using airplanes to track down the Mises. And so I think you have to have a special permit to do it. Otherwise, I think it is illegal. So I'm going to say fact, it is illegal.
You are correct.
Yes!
Well done.
You know how I know that? This is the weirdest thing. There is a Netflix channel where you can watch the Alaskan Rangers, or what, I don't know what they're called, but the people that go out and do this, and that's where I learned that. So Netflix taught me something.
Wow, good
Would you
job,
believe
Netflix.
that? All right. So now here's your chance to win, because if you get this right, this is the last question. Otherwise, we're going to have to go into a tiebreaker, I guess, or something. Okay. Number 10. Pinball is illegal for minors in South Carolina.
Pinball is illegal.
And minors is spelled as a young person, not as a person
Not as a
who
person
digs in the
who
earth.
mines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to clarify.
That is a good clarification. South Carolina. Okay.
I'm trying not to reveal anything via my face.
That's Bible Belt.
Yep.
I could see them being like super crazy about like anything that's even remotely related to gambling.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say fact with this one.
You, sir, are the winner.
Yes!
It is, in fact, a fact. Guys, give it up for Guy. Celebrate Guy in the chat, please. He deserves all the celebration. We are going to go on to video number 2, which is the conclusion. It's a little longer, and it's going to share our passage for the day and go through that, and then we'll be back to give away a little more stuff.
And yeah, just a reminder, as James does ask questions and stuff, put your answers into the chat if you're able to do that.
Yeah, because we're totally reading them.
Yeah, we'd love to see your responses.
Yeah, and we will definitely talk about it. So please give us your answers. Here you go, guys. Enjoy. So guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed our fun activity. And let's talk a little bit about what we sort of set up in the first half. So we talked about how a lot of times trials happen in sort of a lot of different ways, right? Trials can happen not just with COVID-19, but I mean, even small trials can happen, right? Things with our friends or our family or people that we like could go wrong, or, we don't make it into this particular sport or theater thing, or work is really giving us trouble, whatever it is. Trials are common to everyone. We all experience them. Some of them larger, some of them smaller. So let's take a look at what the Bible has to say about how we should interact with our trials, because the Bible actually has a lot to say about that. And so we're going to start off in James chapter 1. And I want to encourage you, if you have a Bible, go ahead and turn there with me to James chapter 1. You can use your table of contents in the front to get there quick. And I just want to dive into what does God say in his scripture about how we should deal with trials. So James, as I mentioned, was written to a group of people who were experiencing trials. They were being persecuted. And so when we talk about trials, persecution is a pretty heavy one, right? Having a group of people go after you and maybe even want to kill you for what you believe is a pretty big deal. And so these guys were really experiencing trials, and James writes kind of this letter of wisdom to them, right? And one of the things that he starts off with, first he makes this very important declaration. He says, "This is a letter from James, a slave of God and the Lord Jesus Christ. I am writing to the 12 tribes, Jewish believers scattered abroad, greetings." And so what James is talking about here is basically this church has gotten kind of scattered by their persecution, and James is trying to write to all of them and say, hey, I am with you. I am a slave of God with you, and I can understand what you're going through, right? There's this implication of I am one of you, right? And so then this is how he starts. And I think this is such an interesting way to start a letter. Imagine receiving a letter like this. Maybe someone writes a letter to you. Maybe it's this James or someone else writes a letter to you, and you open it and you're expecting, I don't know, maybe sympathy or whatever else. This is how James starts it off. He says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." Now, I imagine a lot of people who were reading that were like, "What? You want me to do what? Consider this an opportunity of joy?" James, do you understand what's going on here? So let's come back to that. He continues on. He says, "For you know that your faith is tested." Okay, so he's saying that trials test our faith.
For when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Now that's the only piece we're going to cover today. That's it. We're just going to touch on that little thing because I think this is so huge. This is such a powerful piece of scripture. Okay, what James is saying is when your faith is tested, it develops your endurance. Okay, and what he's talking about is your faith endurance, right? Your faith's ability to last, to withstand difficult things, right? And he continues on to say it gives it a chance to grow. And so let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Now, what he's talking about here when he says perfect and complete, obviously, he's not talking about in general, right? He's not talking about as a human being, you'll just be perfect and complete, right? What he is talking about is the way that your faith will grow within you. See, God uses trials to develop our faith, to build us into the kind of followers of Jesus he wants us to be. That's huge. That's huge. God actually makes use of the bad things for really, really good things, right? The idea of being a strong follower of Jesus, of having built up faith within you that is able to withstand trials, that's huge. And the Bible's really clear. It says that God uses trials to do that in you, to make you a better follower of Jesus, a more faithful follower of Jesus. And so God asks us to do something with this, right? He asks us when we face trials to consider it joy. Now, that is not immediately easy, right? It's not like, oh yeah, no problem, right? Something really bad's happening in my life, and I am so glad. I'm thrilled about it, right? It's obviously, that's not an easy thing to do. But what God is trying to do is set a certain mindset for us, right? He's trying to teach us that there is value in trials, that there is good in trials, and that in fact, it is one of the best things that can happen to our faith because it develops our faith. It pushes us into growth. He's trying to teach us that we can look at trials in two ways. We can look at trials as, well, oh me, oh my, this is happening to me and there's nothing I can do and it's terrible. Or we can look at it as, God is going to use this for so much good. In me, not just in the world, but specifically in me. God is trying to set up for us a different way to see what's going on around us. Guys, I need this. I need this in my life right now. I'm having a hard time with the coronavirus stuff and worrying about my mom who is immunosuppressed and you know, the idea that nothing is available and I'm the type of person that needs activities and all that kind of thing. I need to be able to go out. I just started getting into climbing and I can't go climbing anymore and all these things. And it's bumming me out emotionally. Like I've been experiencing a lot of turmoil emotionally. I need this reminder. I need this reminder that there is a different way to look at my trials. And they're not that bad, right? My trials are not persecution. They're not anything except I'm not even sick, right? There's a different way to look at my trials. Yes, they're trials. I'm not diminishing that bad things happen, right? That God's not asking us to ignore that bad things are occurring. What he's asking us to do is see them in a different light. To see the good that he can do with those trials, to experience them in a way that maybe isn't quite so hard, right? If you've ever heard someone say you can kind of choose how you think about something, it is kind of true, right? We can choose to sort of fall in on ourselves and pity ourselves and get all kind of, oh, poor me, you know? And I've done plenty of that over the last week or two. Or we can look at it from God's perspective, that this is strangely kind of a gift, a thing that is going to develop my faith. And I can actually look at it as a joy that this thing is going to draw me closer to God. And I need that. And I want that. So my challenge for you guys, if you're with me on this, if you're experiencing some of these ups and downs emotionally, if you're having a hard time, even with maybe other trials, maybe it's not COVID-19, maybe it's other things going on in your life. Maybe you're worried about other people or you're worried about your parents' job or whatever it is, whatever the thing is. I want to encourage you, choose to look at it as a joy. Consider it a joy. Even though it's hard, it doesn't necessarily make it easier to experience it, but it changes the way we think. And if you do that, if you consider it a joy, what ends up happening is it also changes your perspective on how you approach God. See, I know the reason that I'm having a hard time wanting to spend time in the Word and pray and stuff like that is because I am choosing to pity myself and to feel sorry for myself and to feel down and whatever else. I'm allowing that to happen, right? I have control over that. I know I do. I could look at what I'm experiencing as a joy. And if I did, it would turn me towards God, right? Because the joy there is that I'm going to grow closer to Him. And I want that. I know I want that. And so this verse, so what I need to hear. And if it's something that you guys need to hear, let us know in the comments. I'd love to know, does this ring true in your life? Are you feeling this sense of like, man, I needed to hear that. I needed to be reminded of that. If that's you, say something in the comments. Let us know what is going through your head when you hear this verse and when you think about these things. Is it hard to imagine considering what's going on around us as a pure joy, or could you see a way to do that? Have you ever experienced that idea of I can choose to see this way or this way, and depending on how I see it is going to affect my mood? Do these things ring true for you? If they do, comment down below. We'd love to talk a little bit about that. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to dive into the Word, and looking forward to continuing to connect with you after the video message here. Thanks, guys.
All right. So we'd love to hear from you guys. How does that verse hit you? How does that verse kind of play into your mind a little bit? For some of us, it's going to be really easy to be like, oh yeah, totally, that's something I should do. And for others of us, it's going to be like, no, I don't think I can consider my trials a joy. And so we'd love to hear from you guys in the comments, or in the chat rather. I keep calling it comments. I don't know why. In the chat, we'd love to hear from you guys, and just hear how that's hitting you. Guy, how has that landed for you?
I mean, I can't think of anything like right now, but I'm thinking about like a few years ago. I was extremely lonely. And part of that was like self-inflicted, like, yeah, me having a pity party and just feeling bad for myself. But it was also just like a season of life where I didn't have a whole lot of people around me. It was a difficult time as far as community went. But then I remember reading a passage kind of related to this one in 2 Corinthians, I think it's chapter 1. And Paul was kind of talking about, hey, here's kind of what suffering, here's what trials are for. Part of it at least, and definitely everything that you said was true. But another kind of aspect of it is it's so that you can comfort people that have gone through or are going through similar things. And for me, oh boy, getting a little emotional. For me, going through that and just reading that passage, even in the midst of like still feeling lonely, still feeling bad and everything else, but I was just like, okay, this isn't necessarily just about me. This could be for me down the road, and it's been true for at least some of you students that I've had conversations with of, hey, I just don't feel connected. I can literally say, hey, I've been there, I've done that, I totally get, and be genuine about it. And I can connect with people and be able to say, yeah, I know where you're at, I know where you've been, let's talk about this, let's try to get through this together. So yeah, that's what came to mind for me.
That's good. Yeah, I think it's helpful because one of the things that is true with us is that trials looks different for each person, right? Like we all go through different experiences and different trials and different things that we consider hard, right? That is hard for us. And the cool thing is this verse is intentionally vague on what a trial is. You know what I mean, right? It's like just trials in general, right? Not this particular thing or that particular thing, just trials in general. And so I really love how roundly applicable it is, whether you're stuck inside with coronavirus quarantine situations, or you're going through one of the most difficult times of your life, it's the same. It's still the same application. And so Max said, this is definitely something I needed. Honestly, the other day I was crying out to God, asking him to give me strength to trust him. Peyton says it helps me in my attitude towards trials. Preston said, thanks. Elena said, these verses are so good. Every time I feel angry about my struggles, I recite James 1:2-4, and it really helps me to realize that our trials are part of God's plan for our greater good. Yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys just to take a little time with that. Maybe after the stream's done, take a little time with that passage and just think about, like, how do you interact with your trials? How do you view your trials? Do you throw yourself a pity party? That's my number one way to deal with my trials. I throw myself a pity party. Or do I see them as something that God is going to use for my greater good?
Yeah.
Megan says, I try to look at my struggles from a different perspective. They don't seem so bad, but to me they are these huge mountains impossible to climb. It's hard to think of those scary mountains as joy. It is hard. It's definitely not. It's not like an automatic easy thing, right?
No.
That's part of, I think, why it's being said, right? If it was easy and automatic, we wouldn't need to hear it, right? We need to be told, hey, think of it this way, and then we need to practice, right? It's going to take us time to get the hang of that.
Right. And yeah, in case if any of you, like maybe Megan, you're feeling this, for example, that, hey, I'm not getting this, God must not love me, or I got to do better, I got to work harder in order to get to the place where I view my struggles as joy. That's not it. All right. It's a process for everybody. I didn't, for me and my loneliness, I didn't get to that point, right away. That was definitely God working in me. And I think he just chose, I read, for my story, I randomly opened to that passage one day. I wasn't doing a Devo of 2 Corinthians. I wasn't looking for stuff. Oh, what do I do in loneliness? How should I think about struggles? It was just something that I randomly read one day. And for me, I think that was God's timing. He said, okay, today you are ready to receive this. I'm going to bring this to your attention. And so it might be a couple of days for you, but what you can be doing in the meantime is just asking God for strength to do that. And hey, God, help me to trust you in this time. And it's okay if that doesn't click right away. It's totally natural. It's totally fine.
And also, I think it helps to realize this is one of those commands that isn't like, do this.
Exactly.
Be good or whatever. It's one of these commands as like, hey, if you'll do this, things will feel different. Your experience will be different. You'll be able to deal with things in a different way. It just changes your approach.
Yeah.
I saw Ellie said that she gets frustrated that she's smaller than all this. I'm assuming she's talking about coronavirus. And man, I totally agree with that. I get it. It does seem very overwhelming, and it's weird, like even just going out in public and there's like no one around and stuff. It's really strange. But I think one thing that always helps me when I start to feel that way is, well, yeah, I'm smaller than this, but my God is so much larger than this. Yeah. And remembering that, again, shifts my perspective.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you guys for chatting with us a little bit about how you're feeling about this. And we would love to continue to hear from you guys. You're more than welcome also to send us emails and stuff. We're still available on email. We're around a lot. And we would love to hear from you. Even if you don't want to post it in a public place, we would love to hear from you. We'd be happy to get on a Zoom
chat,
Zoom chat or Skype or whatever it is we're using that week. But we'd love to talk with you more.
Yeah, and our emails are super easy. It's just Guy or Jen or James at pvwinona.com. So if you wanted to send a message to me, Guy at pvwinona.com. James, and so on. Very simple to get a hold of us that way.
Absolutely. Well, let's give away a couple of $5 Target gift cards, shall we?
Let's do that.
And without further ado, we're gonna do it. It wants me to close the entries. I don't know why that wasn't automatic, but that's all right. Closing the entries now. All right. Our first $5 Target gift card winner is delay. Elena.
Nice.
Elena Helgabo. And our second $5 Target gift card winner is Mandy Duelman. Congratulations to both of you guys, and thank you for tuning in. We love having you guys here. By the way, the reason we give things away, we love you guys, and we love having you here, and this is a fun way for us to celebrate you guys being here and to give you a little extra incentive to come join us. And so we're really thankful that you guys are with us. So
Plus, who doesn't want $5 to Target?
seriously,
you
though,
know.
I could use some more $5
Yeah.
Target gift cards. All right, so we have one more. We have one more thing for you.
Little segment.
Little something. so Guy had this genius idea, and he was just reflecting on how we kind of have a situation, if you will, going on up in this zone of both of our heads, and he was just reflecting on how could we make the best possible use of that situation. So what have you been calling it? You've been calling it a particular thing. I don't want to steal your thunder.
I've been calling this Corona hair.
Corona hair.
And I'm sorry if you find that offensive, not meant to be, but it's Corona hair. Because even before like all this craziness happened, 2 weeks ago or whatever it is now, I needed a haircut.
Me too. Me too.
And I am just not going to get one probably for another couple of months.
Yep.
And so we're just making the most of that.
I've got a wedding coming, man. I
Yeah,
need a haircut
he's
really
getting
bad.
married. Like, he needs a haircut. I can get by. I wanted to grow out my hair anyway, but it's going to look nasty for a while. And so we're going to take advantage of that and exploit that with just a little segment each week called Corona Hair. And here's how it's going to do. James, you can throw up the pictures
All right,
if
here
you'd
you
like.
go.
And so what we're going to have you do is we have 3 hair options. And what I want you to do is vote on which one you think I should do with my hair. Next week on the stream, I will style it as close as I am able to those current styles.
So you had some names for these.
Yeah, so I got names for the first 2. I kind of blanked on the third one.
I got the third
but,
one. I
Okay,
got it.
you got the third
I
one.
got
Number 1, I was thinking just calling it straight up, because it's
Straight
just,
up.
it's straight up. It's just, it's up there, okay? Number 2 is just crazy. It's just all over the place. It's messy.
Hang on one second. Okay, so if you want to vote, you guys are missing the first part. You need to do !vote and then which hairstyle you're voting for. Yeah.
Yep. And then you said you have one for hair number 3?
Yeah, hair number 3, I'm calling, this is a little bit niche.
Okay.
I'm calling it a youth worship pastor haircut.
Oh, that is...
It's a youth worship pastor haircut.
Yep.
If you've ever seen a youth worship pastor, they're few and far between. That is definitely a youth worship pastor haircut.
beautiful.
Although Andrew does not have that haircut.
No, he
so
doesn't,
That,
and-
that maybe doesn't work. I don't know, but
Like, if you find a church in California or something like that, that is what their youth worship pastor will look like for sure.
make sure you guys use a space between the words vote and hair.
And so, it looks like hair number 2 is kind of winning out, which is fantastic.
There is a certain level of voting going towards hair number 2 more than the other ones. So we'll come back to that at the tail end and look at the final results. I'm sorry? Oh, the
Kinda
stream's
crashed.
not working?
Oh.
Can you guys not hear us and see us? Are you sure it's not just your connection that's not working? Okay.
Chat disconnected. Please wait while maybe.
Yeah, no. The whole internet went down. All of PV's internet went down on us, except weirdly that computer still has internet, so the Wi-Fi went down. So that means we're still live.
Cool.
We're still live. Yeah, we're still live. If you guys can still hear us and see us, can you tell us? Because our Wi-Fi just went down, and so our computers are disconnected. We can't tell if we're actually currently still live. DJ says we're
All right.
good.
It's
Okay,
working.
we're still online.
Fantastic.
Great.
Sorry for that freak out.
That was exciting. Okay.
Let's see. And so, another part of this will determine the winner. It kind of looks like 2's got it. But these are ones that I came up with this week. I found all these pictures. What I want you all to do is submit pictures for next week.
Yes.
All right? A couple of just small rules, I guess. I'm not going to cut my hair. That just won't happen. So don't find something where my head is shaved or something. I won't do that. But find whatever crazy hairstyle. We'll take the 3 that we like the best, I guess,
I have an important question.
and we'll put those up. Yes.
Going to your rules, I have an important question.
Of course.
Would you consider dyeing or bleaching your hair?
Oh, I would do a temporary dye,
A temporary dye.
Yep.
Okay, so keep that in mind. Temporary dye is an option, guys.
Yep.
Just something.
but I
to,
won't. Yeah.
Yeah, just something to think about. So. Well, as we got a few wrap up notes we want to share with you. First of all, there is another devotional and playlist that will be available on Instagram. Is it currently available on Instagram, or will be available on Instagram?
Will be
right away.
available as soon as the stream's done. We'll post that up.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check that out. People who participated with that worship playlist and the devotional really loved it and felt like it was really valuable. And so I want to encourage you to do that, and especially take some time and just like if you're feeling really stressed out or feeling a little like things are out of control or whatever else, listen to the worship playlist. It's amazing what worship does in your head and how you, I don't know, it just changes things. It affects you. And so make sure you guys do that. Also, we will be doing some live games and stuff coming up here. I was going to go live tonight, and I still might. I still,
it'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise. If you want to know if I go live, the easiest way to do this, because I do occasionally send out Instagram things and whatever else, if you go to twitch.thrivepv.live, create an account and follow on that account, you'll get a notification every time that I go live on that account. And so you'll know if we're playing Jackbox or we're doing whatever. You'll know, and you can decide if you want to come hang out with us or not. I really don't want to keep bombarding the Instagram. I'm trying to figure out a way we could get away from that. And so, so just so you know, if you guys would enjoy a little live gaming time, a little fun games together or chat or whatever else, go to, again, it's what did I just say?
I don't know.
Twitch, guys. My memory is just failing on me. Twitch.thrivepv.live. Jen, would you mind putting that in the chat? Twitch.thrivepv.live. That way you guys can go and check that out afterwards. And that's where we go live. If you would like to be able to play with us, again, jackbox.thrivepv.live will have the instructions for how to play the games. Otherwise, you can just check it out. You can just watch. You don't have to do anything to watch. So
maybe you want to watch first and then sign up to play. That's totally up to you.
Let's check out the final results on the poll.
Yep.
Final results on the poll show us this. Oh, we got a haircut 2 by a landslide there.
Yep. All right.
I can see the stats over on this one. Oh, you know what? Because the internet died,
you don't have them.
It's not giving me the stats.
That's
okay. If I refresh the page, it might give me the stats.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, 6 votes for haircut number 2 and 2 votes for the other 2. So I think we have a clear winner. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this.
I know.
I am very excited. Don't forget to come hang with us next week so you can see that hairstyle on Guy. That is going to be amazing.
Do you feel like it's an essential shopping trip to go find product so that I can actually
you probably
get my
are
hair
gonna
to be
need,
like that?
Some like heavy duty product. Maybe just glue. I don't know.
Just straight Elmer's, just right up there. I only use the
best.
little
rubber cement maybe or something. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, that's everything we have for you. I believe we covered everything, right? I didn't miss anything. No. I didn't miss anything. That's everything we got for you guys tonight. You know what? It's weird. I hate signing off at the end of the night. It's really strange. I just want to hang out with you guys. I want to chat with you guys. I miss you guys, and like it's just really fun to be able to see you guys talking on that screen and be able to talk with you guys. And it bums me out every time we gotta sign off. And I know that's really silly, and you guys are probably like, okay, James, whatever. But that's how I feel. I really do. I miss you guys a ton. I wish I was seeing you guys in person. Come hang out with us. Come play some games with us. I would love that. All right, we're gonna pray and call it a night. Guy, would you pray for us?
I'd love to.
Awesome.
God, I thank you for this night. I thank you that like we have the resources and the technology and the know-how to still be able to connect in this way. It's maybe not ideal. It's not really what we would choose or what we'd want, but I thank you just for that blessing that we're able to do that. I just pray for our weeks that as we think more about James chapter 1 and those verses, would you just help us to shift our perspective? Would you give us that ability to begin to shift our perspective to just consider our trials joy, and to be able to see them as you see them, as an opportunity to learn more about you and strengthen our relationship with you. God, I pray and ask all these things in your son Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. We love you guys. We miss you guys. Jen's saying something. What? I don't know what she's saying to us. She's make sure there's highlights in the picture, please. Pink frosted tips. Wow, these are some good suggestions. I love these.
Send pictures, please. Send them to my email, or you could take them on Instagram, guy@pvwinona.com. Send me some pictures of what you want it to look like.
Don't.
I'm still seeing the hair going.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I mean, we were about to sign off anyway, so it didn't really matter. But we'd totally
Dips
forgotten
hair
to
in
change
cement.
the setting. That's what she was trying to tell me. All right, guys. Well, don't forget twitch.thrivepv.live because Jen didn't post it like I asked her to.
Loving that hashtag eSteps.
All
Shout
right.
out to them.
Love you guys. We miss you. Have a great night. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.